friend.
You literally can sit in that thing.
Yeah, I can bathe in this. I can like Epsom salt.
You're literally in a utility tub.
I just need a glass of wine.
With a view.
Tea, actually.
With a view.
Babe, I'll literally be able to sit and take a bath with you. And you're gonna be all like scrubbing. This is great. Hi friends, and welcome back for another transformational episode of our Sprinter Van Conversion series with us, Mr. and Mrs. Adventure. In last week's episode, we took you along for our first ever camping trip with Spirit the Van as we explored Florida's beautiful and lush Myakka River State Park. And while we had a great time reveling in the freedom of the open road, breathing in the peace that is the great outdoors, we returned to the workshop feeling a little more than overwhelmed.
Check out.
We're going crazy. We don't know where to start. We don't know if we're doing things right. We just want to go be outside and have our freedom, or at least build something that we know that we're building right. You know, like. But now it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We've been here for 2 hours after spending 2 hours at Lowe's. And we still haven't done anything.
I don't even think we have the best solution for what we're building.
Okay, so maybe we should backtrack a little and fill you in. Before our little meltdown, Drew had spent 2 days reverse engineering the same exact futon-style guest bed/couch that we had in our European van, the Howler. This was our way of having the best of both worlds, because while we wanted our bed raised in the back for adventure gear purposes, we didn't want to give up being able to make memories enjoying our meals, sunsets, cups of tea, and wine, all while lounging in front of the best television replacement ever. One of the best van life homes
ever.
We're eating lunch and hanging out and
just taking in the day.
Loving the life. But one thing that the Howler never had that we decided was a must in our new van was a shower. Because after 3 years of unpredictable campground situations and showering with this, we've been craving a bit of an upgrade. Now on with the build. Oh, and we'll get back to our meltdown again soon, promise.
We have the sink, the oven, the cabinetry, the bed, the water, the electricity. We have to build our futon area, which will house the shower underneath it. These slats will be about so high for sitting with a pad on top, and then they'll slide forward to make into a day bed, or if a guest wants to stay with us. I got my slats, got some plywood around. I'm gonna get to it.
These are the same exact slats that we had in the Howler, and we know that because the sticker was still on them from IKEA, and that's how we knew where to find them. Our treasure chest is complete! Wow, this is exciting.
This is one stocked cellar, meaning under the bed, for all of our provisions and food for Scandinavia.
We're not sure what we're going to be encountered with, but apparently everything's a lot more expensive, so...
We are stocking up.
Yeah. Good work. And the last step before a futon was complete was to make the support legs for when it's fully extended. No, it looks really strong. It's not sagging.
80 pounds of meat.
Yeah, we used the hardest wood that we could here. oak. It was like $10 for this little piece.
It's the hardest wood that they have because our futon was sagging last night when we were sitting on it.
Let's see the middle beam and everything. Oh yeah, so this piece of wood can rest on it. That's great.
And there's a whole nother piece behind this piece that wasn't there before.
Oh yeah, I see it. Here it is. One thing we had to remember was to leave space for the fridge to slide out. So when we're lounging, we can enjoy snacks.
Homemade breakfast in bed.
With sun shining.
Sunshine.
We just got some deliveries. Let's see what's inside. This one's for Drew, but he's working on the electrical, so we're gonna go ahead and open it for him. Oh yeah, 5 terabyte hard drive for all the footage that is to come. With this is nice spice. I can't wait to open this. How do I get in here? Smells good. This is the metal plate that our spice jars get to stick to. Let's see what these little guys look like. Cool. They say what they are on the lids. Ooh, this one. Everything bagel. It just says bagel. Oh, and it says nice spice on the inside. Nice spice. Happy Saturday from Lowe's. Drew and I are finding all of the tools to make our pull-out shower that'll be underneath our futon. Here he is.
Huge.
Yeah, this one's huge, but you get the idea.
This is a washing machine drain pan, but we need something smaller, maybe like a utility sink.
Yeah, something. We're gonna have to repurpose. Shower tray option numero dos. What is this?
This is a water heater drain pan. I love that there's a valve and a way to let the water out of it, but I'm afraid that the walls just aren't high enough.
Yeah, right here. Might need it a little bit more lip. We just found something in the concrete section that's very exciting.
This is a mortar mixing tub.
And it's kind of perfect.
You could put a drain in the side right here, which would be perfect for getting the water out.
Yeah.
It's a nice size.
And you fit well in there?
Yeah.
That's like a bathtub for me. And we have our DIY shower tray solution. Tell us what you have here.
This is a utility laundry sink that we're going to cut off so we can make it fit into a tray below our futon. We'll leave some room so water can build up when we're showering in it, and then create a connection with a hose going out so that we can get rid of the water into our gray tank.
And then somewhere in between feeling confident about our decision to go with the utility tub and needing to make our first moves on the project, our total meltdown took place. We don't know where to start. We don't know if we're doing things right. We don't know if we want to scrap our whole shower thought and use a different draining pan. But as with all overwhelming projects and adventures, comes the opportunity to lift each other up and move forward. Now on with the show.
It's that time that we're going to start working on the tray that's going to house the shower that's going to come out from underneath the futon. We saw probably some footage that we were at the store shopping around looking at different options. Came up with the best solution would be to use the utility sink. I think the biggest restriction for trying to figure out how to make this work is what kind of elbow joint can we put on the bottom. The downside is that it's going to raise it up off the floor using this type of system, because going in from the side just isn't a good option in trying to plug this. But something like this, you know, we have a couple different options, but it's really becoming like 3.5, 4.5 inches depending on the different elbows. Well, I looked online, watched some YouTube videos, and realized that there's an RV shower vent type of valve, and that this I can cut down to make the shallowest elbow system that's available to go on here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that thing. It's prepped, the lines are made. All I gotta do now is cut it. It's shower time, baby. Let's go.
Next, Drew cut 2x4s flush with the bottom of the tub, providing us with support for when we stand in it and sanding them on an angle so the water flows down and out through the drain. And here Drew's cutting a triangle shape out of the bottom of the drawer, creating a space for the drain hose to coil so it doesn't get pinched when sliding it in and out.
Pipe thread compound is basically like a liquid caramel or taffy that's gonna help seal these joints. Never actually gets hard, but it just helps to make a seal. That's a big moment right there. Look at this. I just cut out the whole futon front piece. Boom. What a day it's been. It's past midnight. Our shower for our futon that'll pull out underneath our ventilation fan is actually happened. So tomorrow I got a plan. I'm gonna come in here, kick some butt, take some names, and get this thing entirely installed. I'm feeling great about this project and our whole van build. One more thing done. Whew, let's go home. It's a new day. I'm back on the tray project. Just checking the last little configuration. So far so good. There's enough room for the slides to come out. I'm just trying to get it perfectly lined up behind here. That way we are good to go when I screw everything together and there's no hiccups. In the back, I have the power cable for the batteries running, which I need to tie up against the wall. I just cut out divots to allow the slides to sit back recessed all the way. If you're wondering, I put the tub a little bit back in the tray, so that way we have some storage up front, and it also sits better with the fan up top, which was super important for ventilation, I thought. Testing for water, making sure that it holds and there's no leaks. All's well. Our futon is complete and our shower.
The unveiling of our shower couch convertible here.
Look at this thing.
That's big.
And there's a hose that goes through the floor.
Wow, that's pretty nifty. I was afraid that it was gonna like let me skate around, but it's not. It's like in one spot.
You know why it doesn't slide? Because I had to sand this like crazy just to get it out.
Oh, because of the wood.
The wood holds it in support. This is our temporary sink right now.
Oh, ooh, it's warm.
Yeah, I just heated it.
Cool.
Isn't that amazing?
This is fun. You can shower at the workshop now. The shower curtain will go inside the box.
Yep, exactly. Do I get thumbs up?
You get 2 thumbs up.
You like it?
Yeah, I love it. I'm super impressed. You did an amazing job. And this, ooh, we can even like soak our feet in warm salt water after long hikes. Right here, and sit on our couch.
Wow, all the things you ever dreamed of.
We were pretty certain that this was going to work the whole time. We just didn't know how it was going to be built. And you figured it out.
I know.
Super proud.
Okay.
See what Drew's up to in here? What are you doing?
I feel like a bat.
Testing out our shower curtain.
I just realized I'm gonna get no privacy in this thing. It's clear. I'm gonna be buck naked in this thing. Yeah, we're gonna need a second one because
Pretty tiny.
I feel like I'm in like an ET vacuum tube.
Besides maybe a non-transparent shower curtain, the only thing we were missing now was a way to hang it around our roof vent. And here's what we came up with. With our telescopic curtain rod invention, utility tub, shower in a drawer, and futon-style guest bed / couch complete, we are well on our way to being able to enjoy a more luxurious version of the bare necessities, no matter where we roam.
So a quick video, this is how we shower in the outdoors. Babe's getting clean. It's great. And I will go like this,
Yep.
rotate it, and then I will...
Oops.
Well,
It's supposed
like
to not fall apart.
And it'll mount to the ceiling like so.
Ta-da! One day it will be fully functioning. After 3 months of building, our little rolling home is really starting to take shape. But I know I'm gonna have to sew some cushions for our new couch. If you remember in episode 8, sewing isn't necessarily a talent of mine. But if this van build has taught us anything, it's that we can truly do and create anything we dream. All it takes is time and a lot of hard work. And that's a wrap for week 12 of our Sprinter van conversion series. If you haven't already, we invite you to like this video and subscribe so you can join us again next week for all the shenanigans that we have in store. Until next time, remember, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. Oh, and don't forget to follow our daily adventures on Instagram at Mr. and Mrs. Adventure. See you next week.